Hi Libra, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your June 2022 Singles Love reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. Now before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds. Letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see what energy we have to be mindful of during this time. What energy does Libra need to be mindful of? June 2022, love and relationships. Okay, fantastic. So right here we have the Wheel of Fortune. We have to be mindful of getting really caught up in the change of things. So things are changing, things are moving forward, things are progressing, and that's a really great thing. But there's something here that comes forward like a whirlwind, and it's kind of like, well, if you trusted me or if you understood, you'd move forward with me in this. So there's somebody who comes in kind of like a hurricane, and they want you to get caught up in it with them. Just be very mindful of this. They don't have everything as stabilized as you think they do, or as they're making it out that they do. So let's look at our chakra energy. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. And our chakra reading is grounding. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. So this is the Earth Star chakra located 6 inches below our feet. We're becoming very grounded during this time. We're looking at our roots, what's really important to us. How do we move forward? What is it that we want? What is it that we need? And as we're looking at this and as we're really taking in this energy, that's when the chaotic energy comes in and says, oh no, but I want you to be going this way. I want you to be doing this. I want you to be doing that. And I want you to be paying attention to things, and it's just kind of like this energy that's taking over. So just be very aware of this during this time. So let's look at what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. So let's turn everything over. Okay. Oh, very interesting. All right. So where we are right now is that we're really looking at new horizons. We're looking at things. There's a sense of, I need to settle my roots. Like I need to really stabilize what I want, what I'm seeing, what I desire for my life. And then I am moving forward. It's kind of like we're taking things in and then we're stepping forward. So there are ideas going out, kind of like, do I join this group? Do I join that? Do I start doing this? Do I start doing that? And we're kind of really ping-ponging these ideas back and forth in our own minds because we want to be out there more. We want to be meeting people. We want to be connecting more. Now, we can find it a bit hard, especially after the 2 years, that we've had with not being able to go out, not being able to meet people the way that we were used to before. We have a hard time balancing and juggling everything. And we can easily feel at times out of balance. Like we can't give this person as much attention as I want to, or this thing as much attention as I want to. Don't be so harsh on yourself is very important during this time. But also the sense of I need to be grounded. That's why really focusing on the Earth Star chakra is going to be so important and so beneficial for us, because there's a sense of I'm coming into balance with me, I'm stepping into harmony with me, I'm seeing me, and that's going to be the thing that we find very challenging during this time. Let me just move my camera just a little bit for you guys. Okay, I hope that's better. It moves us to what we're focusing on. And this is the wheel. We're focusing on change. And that's why when this energy comes in of this other person who's saying, oh, we can change everything, we can move everything forward, it'll be something that we can easily get caught up in, because that's where we are right now, energy speaking. Like our mindset is there. I want this change. I want this forever. I want this passion to move me forward. So we're going to be seeing that what we're focusing on is a change in our circumstances, is a change in our lives. We can be really, really going after quite big, quite profound changes that set us on a course that we didn't expect. But the Wheel of Fortune comes forward and it's like, oh, okay, where is it that I need to be? How is it that I need to move forward for me? What is it that I desire? But we're also looking for changes in like the type of people that we're connecting with and, attracting. We want somebody who is very balancing to our energy, very harmonious with ourselves. So we might also want somebody who is a little bit adventurous or a little bit, kind of more gregarious than we are during this time. But there is still such a beauty and such a guide towards, I just want harmony. I just want harmony and peace and a sense of quiet to come in. Now it moves us to our past, which is the Five of Pentacles. There is something here now. Either we had a really messy breakup that made us think we're not worthy of love, or we're not worthy of the prosperity that a relationship can give to us, or that we're always supposed to be on the outside of everything. But what we're going to be seeing here is that by looking at this and having gone through this, it gives us a level of compassion, a level of understanding in relationships. And what Spirit is saying here is, as good a thing as that is, there are also people who are going to be taking advantage of that, taking advantage of the idea that we've been through suffering, all right, and that they can play off of the kindness of our hearts. They can play off of our compassion. Now it moves us then to our strength, which is the Four of Wands. We're very committed. When we set to something, when we say this is what I'm going to do, or this is who I'm going to be with, we're very committed and we celebrate that relationship. Also, our strength is that we've learned to celebrate things. Instead of being in the negative, instead of being, in the chaos, we are really embracing, celebrating, and enjoying and living our lives with brilliance and just spontaneity and joy. Joy is the only thing I can really say here, where everything starts to become a bit lighter, a bit brighter, a bit more us. It moves us then to our near future. Now we're going to be very reminiscent. This can be somebody from our past, okay, coming back into our lives. And that's really what I'm seeing here. This is somebody that we have some sort of link to, or it could be that we grew up in the same town, we just never knew each other, or, we went to the same school, but we were at different grades, that type of thing. There's going to be somebody who is some way linked to our past that we connect with. And we're like, wow, this is so cool. Or they could just have the same interests as we did. And as we do, but as we did, there's something from the past that is going to be that foundation that moves us forward. Now it moves us then to our suggested approach. And our suggested approach at this time, when it comes to the month of June, is to really look at the heartbreaks and pains and disappointments that have been shaping us and have been moving us forward, and saying, no more am I going to be chaotic and hurt and overwhelmed. I'm stepping into a place where I'm clearing my heart and I'm embracing my soul and I'm seeing what I want and I'm opening this door for me. And then it brings us to what we need to know. We need to know, Libra, that we can get into our own heads way too much, way too quickly. All right. So we need to be aware of this. We need to be aware of psyching ourselves up, overburdening ourselves, just being in our own minds, living in our own thoughts too much. It's kind of like, oh, I know what that person's going to say, but we don't ask them because we just feel like we know. And sometimes that's correct, but at other times we also still have to be brave enough to say, okay, how am I moving forward in this? Where do I want to be? And how am I connecting with those around me? And actually connect with them, ask them these questions that might be uncomfortable, but are definitely worthwhile in asking. And then leads us to our hopes and our fears. We want somebody who is wise. We want somebody who is strong in speech and of character. And we hope that we find it. We also fear that we're going to find a person, because we've been in that relationship before, of somebody who is cold and distant, somebody who, you can't ever please. And so here we have to be very careful, because it's kind of like the characteristics that we really want in a partner can be easily corrupted, okay, easily turned into harsh, cold characteristics. So being mindful of this. This is also air sign energy. We might find ourselves very attracted to air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, people who have a way with words, people who we can, bounce ideas off of. This is also us. We're Libra, right? So we're represented by the swords in the minor arcana. We want that energy. Words are important. We want that energy to bounce off of. The mind is important. The connections are important. So here, we need somebody to match us, wit for wit, mind for mind. And that's just going to be a real joyous thing. It moves us then to our potential future. And this is the Fool. This is a new adventure. This is feeling foolish, foolish in love, just a sense of a carefree joy coming around us. Now, this can also be that we don't want a relationship right now. We want to find that beauty, that connection within us, that voice. We hope that we are able to find our voice, and we fear that we are not. So right now, as we're looking at the horizons, we're looking at so much more than what we had expected. We are setting out on a new journey. We're going after something that is really quite, Spirit is saying, revolutionary for us. And we're going to think, oh my gosh, that's so foolish. And it can help us to meet that partner that maybe we're not even thinking about meeting. Maybe we're totally into what we want and how we need to move forward, and just enjoying our lives, enjoying this, this time of singleness, this time of, the connection with ourselves before it's taken away. And, we have to connect and kind of maneuver our lives with another person. And if we plan to have children, with multiple other people. So things get more tangled. So here, just enjoy the freedom. Enjoy the freedom, be a little bit foolish, be a little bit crazy, not too crazy, where we have to be mindful of hurting ourselves and others, all that, but just free. And it's saying here, really enjoy your freedom. And as you're on the adventure that you want to be on, you're going to find that person who loves to be on those adventures with you. It's all going to kind of sync up. Now, our subconscious energy to be mindful of during this time is the Ace of Swords. So this is a corruption of the gift of speech, of the gift of communication. There is something here that is coming forward, and a person will be like, oh, but I thought you'd really like to know, or I thought I was really helping you. They are really after their own agenda. So just be mindful about that. And they're going to work it in a way that they know is really meaningful for you. So it's kind of like they're just really underhanded and sneaky. Our subconscious chakra energy is the throat chakra, which for air sign energies, as we are, is so important. And here it is listening. The throat chakra is saying, listen, the whole world is about talking. The whole world is about being heard. The whole world is about who can speak louder. Listen, you will be surprised at what you discover. It brings us then to our subconscious tarot message, which is the Empress, prosperity and abundance. So this is a very fertile time for us. So just being mindful of this in any, connections that we have during this time, but also be aware that subconsciously we're looking to nurture and grow our relationship, grow a connection. Connections are going to be very important. We're not going to be fly-by-night type of people. We're going to be people during this time that really want something that's lasting. Now, lasting longer than the month of June, yes, but for some of us, no. Like, that would be the perfect time period to have a relationship and then move on to somebody else. But for the majority of people, there is the sense of, I'm nurturing something that will last, that will grow, that will lead me forward into what I desire. And our mind and our intentions and our heart and our energy that is really going into everything that we're manifesting, everything that we're going after right now. So be very aware of our thoughts, be very aware of ourselves during this time, because we really are building and connecting with something beautiful. Okay. All right, Libra. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, beauty, and love of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. And as we exit this safe and loving space, I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness, Libra. And may blessings always be with you.